Hello my friends, today I explain to set up the Mackie Pro FX8 version 2 mixer. I saw a lot of video, but sometimes most of them made only unboxing or more single connection, but now I try to explore the best setup in order to use all the connections in this mixer. As can you see, I use this mixer for my live performance. This channel is balanced. I use it for the first voice. This second channel is to use for microphone my pan flute. After I have to play, how is possible to set up the volume, the equalization, the pan, and after the effects, and try to introduce new effect. But first we explain the connection of the effect send and return for this instrument. The next, this is for another microphone that I'm use for this moment, because here insert the cordless microphone for first voice for singer. The next is guitar channel. This guitar is acoustic. I use this effect. It's necessary for me to have a good sound. This is a chorus. I use with this cable. Perhaps it's not easy to see. To power it, this chorus, I made a modification. You know, this chorus uses the battery, 9 volts battery. The modification is that I assemble 3 rechargeable battery. I have lengthened the connection of battery. That permits more easy to change and recharge the battery. With this, you save money to buy every time the battery when the older go down. This modification works very well. It's more simple. When this is discharged, you charge and continue to work. It's fine, okay? I remain surprised because this mixer I bought more or less 1 year ago, and I didn't use before. These days I started to use with my group, and I find this break button do not make a contact. It's a problem. This disappointed situation make me think perhaps Mackie do not sell good products. Break button is important because with this it's possible to standby all the system. This button don't make a contact. When I try to hear with my headphones, I don't listen anything, or sometimes only right or left channel. I will make a video in order to explain how it's possible to fix this problem. It's possible to fix this one by yourself. I inspired to make this video because I want to use one more effect. My older lexicon effect is an old lexicon LXP15 that have very analogic sound of reverb and interesting delay to use together in mixer. we are going to use the mixer to the maximum limit. For that, we wired the FX send and stereo return. But before we try to zoom to see better. Okay, now I wired the FX send cable to the effect to input at left channel. After we take the output signal from the effect to go in stereo return. With this wiring, we want to add an additional effect to the mixer as done have. This is our mixer effect. I'm not very convinced of this because I need a good effect. For that reason, I select the lexicon effect. It's interesting. The idea is to use this aux as the second effect independently. We connect all the cables after we power on the system and after verify together if the system is working. Wait a moment. Additional details before to continue. I need a headset microphone similar to this one to put in my head and to play my pan flute. Now I do not find the appropriate microphone for me. I use the pickup of my old SM10 Shure and put in this headset. The headset is from that economical microphone. I made the modification. I assembled this one, as can you see. And well, your performance is good. This is for my pan flute instrument. I'm going to connect right now. Okay. For the people who have interest or curiosity to see this microphone and your performance, I invite you to see my live performance in next video future in the next weeks. Thanks. We can see now the power is on. Before to go to the effect, we verify if our system is well functioning. As I told, this brake button doesn't work very well. I try to push. Hello. Perhaps make a contact and work. Hello, 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 hello. I resolved the problem. Now we test what are doing these knobs if have to be with that aux control. Because my interesting is this knob control the external effect. We had to change. This is the send for external effect. I put in mono send because if we put in FX send, this sound is mixed with the effects that have the mixer inside. For example, if the external effect is a delay and that inside is reverb, the result is a confusion that's not useful for me. That reason we changed the wired from FX send to mono send. In that way, the effect sound go to the monitor. We can see the return of the external effect arrive in stereo is controlled by stereo return fader, and the control it will be by green nose, this one too. Only in this case is possible to use the auxiliary nose to control the second external effect. In another way, it's a confusion because it's not possible to control the effect independently. In our case, this is the pan-flute channel, and we need a good reverb and ambience and little delay. This is delay and this is reverb. Let's see it live. One moment. This setup I use these knobs, aux knobs, independently of the other. For example, in our case, we use the channel flute. We use this effect as reverb, the mixer effect that built in. We increase a little reverberation and test. Okay. This is only reverb. Now I put knobs to 0 and introduce delay. This is the external delay that we showed before to set up. That's the connection. The idea is to control independently of the reverb that we see before. This nose half delay is controlled with FX monitor knobs and stereo return slider. Switch this one. There is an effect. Now let's try to combine the two effects to have good sound. This is the effect, the reverb. But this reverb have a little delay too. The ideal setup will be only reverb with no delay, but mixer effects do not permit to change the parameters. Now I increase a little delay. Okay. For example, this sound is interesting. You heard the delay. It's a soft delay, long delay, but for the songs, soft songs, it's very nice. It's interesting. But if the song is faster, there is complicated. You understand, but this is confusion, because the delay creates overlapping of waves. For example, if I switch the delay effect, there isn't overlapping of waves, but I'm not convinced by the sound. It's more interesting with a little delay, because this is the characteristic of the sound that I like. For example, I increase a little effect. This is the ambience. Too much. Perhaps we have to modify the parameters of the delay, the second effect. The idea to use this mixer is that I show. This is the way how it's possible to use this mixer with two different effects. This is the setup. This is what I wanted to explain to you. To use this mixer only for one microphone, I don't understand the sense, as Dan see in some videos, but I'm disappointed with this. We try to use the mixer to its full potential. I think that is correct. Okay, my friends, I hope to contribute to know how it's possible to use in your fullest extent this mixer. Thanks so much. Bye.